I really didn't want to make this video, but since it's nearing the end of 2021, I might as well just talk about my experiences and the future of my channel. So this video is gonna be a really long one because I just want to just sit down and talk. I've always wanted to do this video for a few months now, but I never really got the time. I lacked the motivation to do it because I thought I'd always be made fun of, but now I've grown to accept it. So yeah, this is where it begins. So let's begin. So last year of 2020, November of 2020, one of my closest relatives moved away, my aunt, and it was a hard time for me. I loved her, and her house especially. Like, I had so many memories there. That's just all I have to say. Like, I've had so many childhood memories there. There was a lot of holidays spent there. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Like, every year it'd always be at her house. And when they moved, that was a sad time. But eventually, after they moved, went to my grandma's house and just stayed there with relatives. Someone close just moved away, and it felt nice to be around others. So because of that, I just felt really attached to family. Like, not like regular family, per se, just other family. I felt attached, and I missed the past. I guess I was just too attached to the past. I miss being a kid again. So I guess that's why I spent time at my grandma's house for like 4 months without being at home. And I just felt really lonely during those 4 months. My mental health was destroyed, and I didn't really understand it until it was too late. But I'm doing fine today. I'm doing okay. I'm doing better, but I still get those feelings of burnt out. I still get depressed, and I do get sad. But for now, we're just gonna talk about my experience and not today. So yeah, those 4 months were tough. Talked to my uncle and others about it because I had a mental breakdown, and I mostly talked to my uncle about it because it just felt easy to talk to him. But most of the advice he gave me was can't lie, it was pretty shit. Most of it was pretty bad, but it still felt refreshing to talk to someone after building all those emotions and keeping it boiling. Just felt really stressful. So my last talk with him, well, before we get to the last talk, I talked to my parents like the day I moved back to my house. I talked to my parents, and although I didn't say it, they knew that I was feeling lonely. So they told me that just to pack my things and come home. So I did. I talked to my uncle for the last time. Not like the last time I see him, but the last time I actually have a heart-to-heart with him. So yeah, we had a serious talk, and the thing that really took me away was the words of "I believe in you." And those words, man, those words, I don't know. It just felt refreshing to hear that. After hearing that, I cried. I did. And all the emotions, all the sadness that happened to me, I grew. I became better with it. Well, I can't say I came better with it, but I felt alive in that moment. Like all the times I felt depressed, I was happy. So I went home and I just felt myself again. Not myself in particular, but my normal self. The person that I play when I'm not at school or I'm outside. And I'd say I have different emotions, different masks to play. Like outside of my house, I'm just a normal person. Sometimes I'm a boring and depressed person, but most of the time I'm a person that has a lot of emotions. That's me outside of home, but at home I'm just a normal kid living his life, confused, but plays a role. But he doesn't tell what his role is. His role is different from the other roles he plays. He's just a lonely kid that only lives with his family, that only talks to his family. A person who's a jokester in the family, who's sometimes rude and sometimes difficult to take care of. But I'll get back to that. The next arc I want to talk about is the crush arc, or known as, or what I say is what I would say is more what I would normally say is, well, although I'd like to say her name, I think I'll say her name. This arc that I'm gonna talk about is the Leia arc, known as my crush. So, in this story starts with after the events of the stuff that happened at my grandma's house. She contacts me out of the blue as I'm talking to my friend online. And it felt really refreshing to talk to her. Like, I felt more, can't say controlled. Well, not per se controlled. I just felt like myself when I talked to her. Like, I felt like a new person. I felt reborn. We caught up with each other after a year of being separated by a pandemic that was happening. And it felt refreshing to talk to someone outside of childhood friends. And I felt like I felt really connected with her. But I'm not sure if she felt the same for me, but that's what I felt. And that was the time when I fell in love with her again, when she gave me that feeling of kindness, reassurance, and I really felt alive. Like, I felt like a whole different person. But the day when I confessed, boy, that was a disaster. But before that disaster, I told her about my problems that I had, and I felt, I just felt happy because someone who didn't know me well cared for me, and heck, she even told me that I was her closest friends, and sparked a that sparked my heart. But going back to that disaster, ironically, I got rejected, and normally I don't really take rejection a lot, even though I'm really am scared of rejection. But I didn't really feel what rejection was. Like, I've been rejected by my parents a lot, and that still haunts me to this day. But man, being rejected just felt like I died. Like my soul left my body, died. And that depression came back, that isolation became worse. A month passes and I don't even talk to her. I spent myself in isolation. I spent 15 hours a day playing games, and that really destroyed me. With no one to talk to, and with just days of trying to cope, I just felt indifferent there. But as the month went by, she contacts me again after I posted something on her story, Instagram story. I forgot what I said. She told me, wow, it's been a while since we talked, and she asked me how I've been, and I said that I've been shit. I've been terrible. I've hit rock bottom. I've been sleep deprived, barely in sleep. Been waking up late, and overall just not feeling the greatest. And she, like, as the great person she is, she told me this, that why didn't I contact her anytime soon, that like we could have talked about that together. And at the time, I didn't know how to ask help. I still don't, but still, I didn't know how to ask for help. I never knew how to ask for help. It just felt like, at that time, trying to talk to her just felt like, oh, I was bothering her. But that was just me overthinking. Even if I do feel inferior to others, there's still people who are willing to accept me, even if I deep down don't really think that. And that was her. She accepted who I was and didn't care who I became. She just was a person that actually cared about me, which I secretly and desperately needed, but I didn't know at the time. So, although she said that her intentions was us being friends, she understood how I felt and respected it, and told me to feel better and that I'll meet that special person someday, and that I'm one of her closest friends. So I will never feel like I'd bother her. And most of that, oh, I'm gonna bother her talk was mostly just because I was embarrassed. Like, I didn't know how to start a conversation. To this day, I'm still a weird person, but I grow, and I actually feel confident now to talk to people. So anyways, after that arc passes by, high school hits. After 2 months, of that incident, high school happens. I'm a freshman, and it just felt weird being a freshman. It just felt like I was a different person. Like, I felt different from others. It just felt like either people were just too childish, or maybe I was just not in the mood, or like I had different interests than them. Like, it felt like I was just reliving middle school. But I didn't, to be honest, I didn't really like that. But as I grow to understand, it's just that people have their own interests. You shouldn't hold other people's interests accountable to yours. And it's okay to feel different from others. It's okay to feel inferior to others. It's just, if you let all of that put you down, then you're never truly gonna change. And obviously, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. I only understood that I never understood why I felt that, and I didn't understand at first that the world doesn't resolve over me. And thinking more about the world doesn't resolve over me actually made me feel more alive than I actually did. It just made me feel more happy, because I don't have to see people as just people. I could actually see them as someone who is actually a person, and not just a brick wall that's just there to cheer you up or something. And feeling that type of feeling too was actually pretty refreshing, to know and to feel human emotions and to accept people for who they are. And I couldn't at that time, but now I do. I accept for people who they are. I accept who they became, and I don't hold heat to what they became. I respect whatever people became, whether it's my friends, my family, or other people in general. I grew to accept people. And I guess that's pretty much all of my mental health. Well, I can't say that's it for my mental health. It's just, that's it. That's like the end of that's the end of my depression, as I'd say. But the one thing that I truly struggled with was overthinking that I'd had to grow up. You see, throughout this year, I just felt like I was being rushed to grow up. Like, after having a year cut off from school and growing and learning maturity and learning to be and going through puberty by myself without experiencing other things, just felt weird. It just felt like I was a child who suddenly knew all the words that an adult would, and he had to. And let me rephrase that. I just felt like a kid who had the intelligence and was rushed to learn all the things that are hard in life. Oh. Okay, I'm not saying this good. What I'm trying to say is, I just feel like a newborn child I just feel like a childhood prodigy, but like not like a smart kid who is forced to learn the things that a normal child wouldn't. That's what I feel. I feel like I've learned a lot of things that I shouldn't have, or was too young to learn. And maybe that's what I, maybe, maybe that was truly what was the worst part of my mental health, was denying things I've learned. Well, not denying the things I learned, just overthinking that, just overthinking about the experiences I went through. Like, thinking back, on the day of Christmas Eve, I was depressed. I became depressed for a day because I was thinking back. I was thinking about making a video like this, which is set to come out soon. Yes, it is coming soon. But yeah, I just felt sad that day. Like, I don't know. I guess I was just overthinking about things too much. But I think, although I was overthinking a lot, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned to grow as a person and to change. And I feel like that's a good thing, to learn all these things. Like, I think thinking back, thinking in the future, I feel like if I didn't learn all of this, I'd probably have a hard time when I'm an adult. Because I feel like once I grow older, all the things that will be new to me, like relationships, I'll grow to be in one. Like, I'll grow, I'll have more, like, I'll know how to be I'll know how to truly love someone and not just treating someone like, instead of just treating someone like some kind of robot or some kind of objective that you need to have, or some kind of objective. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm losing words here. I've been talking for like 22 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Although there are things I want to talk about this channel. So 2020, during this year I changed up my channel. If you didn't know, I used to make cringy, pretty bad montages of this game I really loved called Uncharted 4. I used to make really cringy melee montages on it because I really loved Uncharted. I met this guy named TMF Salvation, who is now known as Spartan Warblade. He taught me how to, well, I guess you could say that he brought a new light in my world in Uncharted. And it just felt great. And I miss those times where I'd play Uncharted with him and stuff. But that's in the past, and as much as you could hold on to the past, you need to also think about the present and what you're gonna do and what can you do, instead of thinking about all the good times that happened in the past. But enough about that. So the future of my channel, I have to admit, I'm thinking back, I was burnt out of making Genshin content, but now that I think about it, I like making videos like this, commentating, just speaking about things in life while with gameplay in the background. Like, I think I enjoy doing this. I want to do like commentary videos, like with gameplay, but I just can't do it for Genshin or any other games because I just feel weird, like if I'd mess up on something, or I just felt weird, like if I was gonna like I didn't like if I messed up something, then then I won't be able to change it. Like as much as I like commentating, I'm not really good at talking. Well, I could say I'm good at talking now with this video coming out soon, but man, those making commentary videos like Tectone, Mtashed, J Schlatt, Tommy in it, like being those type of YouTubers is the reason why I made this channel. Even before I even knew who they were. Like Corey Kenshin and all that, like I'm really inspired by them. And I really want to be a content creator like them, but I know they felt, but as much as I think about it, what I'm trying to say is that I know that they've been through this and they've experienced it, and you know, they learned from it. And that's what I want to do. I want to become someone that I just want to be someone who would cheer someone's day, who would help someone in this world, who would help someone from across far lands, and to actually have them enjoy the things I do. That's the reason people become YouTubers. Whether it's commentating, being an asshole, making fun of other things, they make this content because it's for us. And this video is mostly just for you. And mostly for you, and to experience, and to hear like the shit that happened to me. But yeah, commentary videos. Okay, I'm gonna start doing commentary videos just because how boring it is in Genshin without any audio and just gameplay. Like gameplay videos are really boring now that I think about it. Like the Genshin, like the people who upload Genshin that get hella views, that's because they upload it on the first day. And I can't do that. You know why? Because I'm too goddamn lazy to do that. And then the recent video that came out, that was like after the event. Like I was so late on that event. I literally played that event first day and I got all the recording done. And I was so late on that video just because I was so lazy. But anyways, the future of my channel is that I'm burnt out. But doing content like this makes me happy about the future of my channel, and makes me more motivated to do other stuff. So these type of videos, they're probably gonna be relevant. Well, these type of videos will be these videos are gonna just be like story time videos like this one. And I think I'm ready to do more commentary videos, like talking and gameplay and making dumb jokes that you guys are probably not gonna get. So that's pretty much all for this video. I'm probably just gonna put like J Schlatt's video in the thumbnail just for clickbait, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, before I end this video, I just wanted to say that a large percentage of my viewers aren't even subscribed, and that's you guys. What the hell, man? If you want more videos like this, then please consider subscribing. No, I was kidding. You can always subscribe whenever, and you can always unsubscribe. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And I also wanna thank Foggy for the gameplay in this video. He's a pretty great dude, and I'm gonna link his PlayStation ID in the description if you want to talk to the man. He's a cool dude, and he's pretty good at Genshin. So yeah. I'll see you guys next year, and hope you guys have a good one. Love you guys. See ya.